Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We are doing multi-step equations. Now, multi-step equations are pretty much anything beyond our one-step equation. For example, we might have things that look like this. So my first example, I have 4a plus 9a equals 39. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do something called combining like terms. So on the same side of the equal sign, this is a key, we can combine anything that's the same. When we want to move it, that's when we have to do the inverse. But since they're both on the left side of the equal sign, we're just going to add them together. And we're going to do that because it says 4a plus 9a. So we get 13a equals 39. Now because I still want to get that a variable by itself, I have to do the inverse because I have to move the 13 to the other side. Right now it's multiplied, so we're going to divide it by 13. Because remember, that's the inverse. These cancel and a equals 3. Okay, so if we're going to do this, then we might have something that looks like this. 8x minus 3x minus 4 equals 21. Now, first I need to look on the same side of the equal sign. Do I have any terms that we can just easily add together or put together? We have these two, but be careful, there's a minus here. So what that's going to do is 8x minus 3x. So if I have 8 x's and I subtract 3 of them, how many do I have left? I have 5 x's minus 4 equals 21. Now we're back to that two-step, and right now I need to get rid of that minus 4, so I have to add it. I have to do this to both sides. So we get 5x equals 21 plus 4, which is 25. We're going to carry this down. 5 times x equals 25, and since I want that x by itself, I have to move everything on the other side, so I want just my variable on one side and everything on the other side. There are certain operations you have to do to even get that. So 5 times x, we do the inverse and we divide. So then x equals 5. Okay? We're going to keep going with some more examples because sometimes you have something called the distributive property that you might have to use. So we might have something that goes like this. 6 plus y equals 45. Now what this tells us is that this 5 on the outside is multiplying with everything inside. So I'm going to do this cool little box thing that I learned. And then we're going to break it up because it's 5 on the outside, and then I have a 6 and a y. So I need to multiply these. 5 times 6 is 30. 5 times y is 5y. Now all I'm going to do is rewrite it. So I have 5y plus 30 equals 45. So all of the stuff on the left side with the parentheses just came down to be that. And we're back to where we were. So subtract 30 from both sides. 5y equals 15. Now I want to divide by 5 on both sides. Oh, let's move this down so you guys can see the rest. And then we get y equals 3. So this is just some of the multi-step. We're going to do some more though because I just want to show you guys what happens when we have variables on both sides. So what happens when we have variables on both sides? So we might have 5x minus 4x equals negative 6x plus 3. I know this looks super way complicated. It's not. So the first thing we have to check, is there anything that can be combined that's on the same side of the equal sign that I don't have to move? Good, we have that 5x minus 4x. And remember, because it's a minus, I'm going to subtract them. 5 minus 4 is 1x. And then we have negative 6x plus 3, so it just carries down. Because I already have my x on the left side, I'm just going to move the -6 because I'm a lazy mathematician. I will be honest. So -6, the opposite, is going to be adding 6, and I have to do that to both sides. And then we get 7x equals 3. Now remember, this is really 7 times x, so I'm going to need to divide by 7 to cross this line. So divide by 7, x equals 3 divided by 7, and I'm going to keep it this way. I could turn it into a decimal if I wanted to. I just like the neatness of fractions, but that's just how I am. Okay, so that's pretty much it for our multi-step. And with variables, all we're doing is moving them from one side to the other, and that's where you need to start. You have to start by moving your variable, and then we'll move everything else. Okay, if you have questions, please leave it in the comments below, and not the B movie. Thank you.